Like any other in sport, as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Play action. They'll throw. They'll roll him out right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now Joe Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Ball carrier.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd down.
this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence.
He's got the lead, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Foster, 78 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball.
Mixon hit out of the goes out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
18-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds, and that does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Foster, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Lions 14, Bengals 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is fielded at the 7. That that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. 4th down as a Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The second down pass. Intercepted. Sets up a first down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From a yard out. And the Lions add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And Justin Coleman brings him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mixon with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Right, and that's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking to throw. Open man, here's Foster. They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And 5 yards on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Makes the score Lions 38, Bengals 9. Albrecht Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Burrow. They're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Trey Flowers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. All the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 53 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Kicker on for the extra.
Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
At the 41.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now they'll pitch it out here. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
35-yard line.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And 7.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The football, it's loose. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
The 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
The kick in.
And it's up and good.
Makes the Bengals 15. Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Burrow on 1st down. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A gain of 29 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals' 28-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
28.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again. Continue.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Today's final score, Lions 52.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in